People, quick vid, deluded. I'm back again, obviously. Forgot to say that. Mislintat, we know he's leaving next month or in a couple of weeks. And if you have been looking at either the Daily Star or is it Hornstein or Hornstein, the football pundit, he's always on the Sky Sports and he's a writer, I think, but he's always on BT, especially when they do the Champions League goal shows. The guy with the long hair. I don't know if it's just speculation and people trying to sell stories, but allegedly Mislintat sees his future at another Premier League club, and obviously that throws up debate. We're here thinking Diamond Eyes, the man that got us Mavropanos, Guendouzi, Torreira. Imagine he goes somewhere else and does that. And it got me thinking, where should he go? Obviously we can sit here and say the big teams. I can't lie. I cannot lie. If I'm Spurs, I know Spurs got some 30 people, but if I'm Spurs, I'm taking him. Purely because, similar to us, if Spurs are allegedly under financial constraints and stuff and can't go out and sign these sort of players and whatnot, surely Diamond Eyes is the man, especially for Levy. If Levy's not on spending mad peas with the stadium and he's giving Pochettino a sort of, how do I put it, restricted budget, then who better to get these players? Mislintat, how much time did you see us linked with young Polish internationals, young players from other places as well, lesser known nations or for football sort of thing? He's obviously went and got Mavropanos from nowhere out of Greece. Unless you're a Greek national or following whatever Greek league it was, you wouldn't have known about him. So there's that. Obviously, Spurs knew about Guendouzi because they tried to buy him, and there's obviously Lucas Torreira. Torreira would definitely be a great signing for Spurs. So signings like that, if they was to give Mislintat freedom and the role, I wouldn't say the role he wanted at Arsenal, because I don't think he'd get that at Spurs. He's almost bordering on sporting director. But give him a role of importance. Him and Pochettino, who Pochettino was very happy to work as a head coach, or if he's not very happy, he's put up with it at Spurs. It could be something that's a decent sort of run. Obviously, you're seeing when you see Mislintat and something he's got, and you see Manchester City, it'd be a match made in heaven. Not too sure how it would work at Manchester City because there's a lot of innovative individuals in respective positions. So he might be restricted into what he can and can't do, but it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in England or abroad. Manchester City are very good with scouting. So he's someone, I mean, you want the best scouts and the best people around the club. City want to create a dynasty. Possibly he could do his part to that. Obviously, he can make several other ones as well. He could possibly join everyone in the top 6 and help with recruitment in regards to youth. But for me, obviously, you could probably say, I'd probably say a side like Bournemouth and things like that, or a lower league side, or maybe a West Ham to a degree. Okay, Bournemouth and West Ham ain't the same. But what I mean by that is, them clubs there, he'll probably be allowed more freedom because he's worked at more reputable clubs, so he might be able to put his own spin on things. I would say as well Everton. Because Everton, clearly their recruitment has been poor. I wouldn't say it's been poor for the large part. They've got Richarlison, he was obviously at Watford. They've got Tijani, Gomez has been alright, Bernard's been decent, but too often they're not. They've had some bulk signings. Like Pickford is a decent signing to me, but he divides opinion. You've got Keane, you've got Walcott, who's not hit the heights. You've got several others, and I'm sure Everton fans know more than me as well. They've got ambitions to reach the top 6 or join the top 4. Mislintat could help them. They obviously went and got the Arsenal ex-owner or whatever. He went and put his money in there. They've obviously got a big budget. They obviously like young players because they've recruited a couple and even took João Virginia off us. Potentially, Mislintat could be the guy to help them sign signings that could help them gain on their opposition, on the opposition and their rivals, and move closer to that. So yeah, man, I actually believe Spurs and Everton probably the best clubs for him. Ironically, his Arsenal ties probably mean Spurs isn't a thing, but I mean, if George Graham can work for Spurs and Arsenal and Pat Jen is the same and both can be held in high regards, I'm sure someone who isn't even from the nation, who's not necessarily aligned to either, so he's definitely not aligned to Spurs and definitely probably has no allegiances to Arsenal beyond just working for the club. You get the point. So yeah, you could sit here and make just about any case for a lot of English clubs and clubs all over the world. Like I said, he's got the pick. It looked like he was going Munich. Allegedly, them reports are far off the mark, and you're seeing reports that the role he actually would like at Munich isn't available. So I don't know. Personally, I don't know where he ends up, but I'm keen to see because yeah, man. I mean, could you imagine him at Chelsea as well? I mean, in regards to the recruitment as well, they've obviously got a wonderful recruitment drive and a wonderful academy already. It wouldn't, either way, it doesn't fill you with any hope knowing that someone with this level of expertise is going to bust out potentially to another Premier League club in which he sees himself at, allegedly based on these reports. But I ain't got nothing else to add, so I'm going to get out of here. So people, deluded, stay safe, stay deluded. I'm out.